Toledo is looking into requiring landlords to provide dumpsters for evictions. Some city council members say it's a way to help reduce blight and trash piling up on streets. Megan Hartnett joins us live in the studio tonight. Megan, there are some mixed reviews on this idea.
Melissa, 6 city council members are co-sponsoring the ordinance, all of them saying they've seen trash pile up throughout the city and they think this is a way to start dealing with it. While other council members, one being a landlord himself, say they agree there's an issue, but they aren't 100% sure this is the solution.
Toledo City Council is working to take the trash out on irresponsible landlords.
Toledo and Toledoans are really fed up with the setouts that linger on street curbs for far too long.
City Council member Nick Comives and 5 others are working to require dumpsters or containers for eviction setouts. Comives says this is a common practice in other cities to keep blight down.
People do not deserve to walk out of their front door and have to look at trash just sitting on the curb for months at a time, weeks at a time.
He says when these piles sit, they tend to grow. Right now, if trash is set out and the city has to clean it up, it can cost more than $1,000 depending on the size of the pile.
Right now, we only have a mechanism to charge that property owner $150, which is not at all covering the cost of what we pay to go and clean that up.
He says the city requires bakeries, restaurants, and retail shops to provide their own dumpsters, so why not require landlords? Comive says the average cost for a dumpster in Toledo is $400, which could be an extra burden for landlords, but he says it's a part of doing business.
The reality is that sometimes there are going to be an additional cost for various things that occur. If you choose to evict a tenant, then you also have to choose to clean up your property.
But for some of those doing business, like City Council member and landlord Adam Martinez, it's not that simple.
There's always the unintended consequences of adding additional fees that can add for additional security deposit increases, increased in rent to cover the costs.
Martinez says he thinks there's an issue that needs to be addressed, but he's still not sure how it will be enforced. He says he believes the burden is on the landlord, but right now there's little a landlord can do to get this money back.
On top of the eviction costs, on top of legal fees, lost rent, damage to property, set out costs, and we're adding a dump fee. In essence,
he says this could be harder on the smaller landlords rather than the larger and sometimes out-of-town ones.
City Council had its first reading of the ordinance today, and there is no requirement of immediate actions. Comive says council members want to make sure they are in communication with property owners and find a solution to the issue. Reporting in studio, Megan Hartnett, WTOL 11.